new high and a move to that +2 channel for that particular trade.
Okay, so Dan, before we get to your next trade, I just want to ask, because it seems like it's clearly a kind of a stock picker's market within tech, and especially as you have a more equal weight approach and you're picking some of the tech names that don't necessarily have as much weight in the major averages. What are your expectations in terms of where the overall market is going this year, in terms of what sort of returns or maybe not, we could see?
Well, I think we look at each year independent of the next year, and certainly over the longer haul, the mean reversion theme will take hold. But I think when you look at each individual year, it's difficult to say where we're going to be. I think that the AI revolution is going to continue to create opportunities in productivity. And I think it's being a little bit, underestimated, even as we've come off a couple of solid years, 23 and 24, that there's still potential for this market to move higher throughout this year. And again, if we see some of these administration initiatives, once they get some more clarity on that, it's causing some intraday volatility, but it really hasn't impacted the market from a longer term perspective to this point, except you're seeing certain sectors kind of shifting dynamics. But overall, we still think that the market's in a positive trend, and that again, we believe that the equal weight type of exposure is going to continue to show strength relative to the heavyweight cap weighted indexes throughout the year. And
beyond, a lot of volume here near that 56 to 59 level as well, so this could be another key area to consider.
Okay. All right. And Dan, let's talk about your final trade. That's Stryker, which is only about 5% away from all-time highs. Yep. Tell us why you're neutral to bullish on this one.
Yeah, again, another company, very familiar with this company, growing up in Michigan and not too far from Kalamazoo. And so, a medical device company, a solid company, has been able to navigate the changes in the medical and healthcare sector over the last couple of years and maintain this upward momentum. And we can just consider this a long-term kind of hold type of stock, as far as just the general fundamentals and the technical aspects of it. And I think on any weakness, this is a stock that is a potential own moving forward. And so the trade example today is basically selling a cash secured put in March. So just a little over a month out, with the opportunity to get put in the stock if we trade below 380. But again, capture just about 1.5% return versus the stock, with the opportunity to get put in the stock below 380, excuse me, and on any kind of weakness. Don't want to chase it right here, and that's why I chose this trade example today. But I think on any weakness, this is a stock that is good value own moving forward.
All right, and I would say Wall Street analysts agree with you, Dan. About 70% have a buy rating. The median price target is $435. Rick, what levels stand out to you for Stryker?
Broadly speaking, this is one that was traveling within the boundaries of this channel here. We can draw it off the low point and connect these lows. Then we can expand it, put it across our high closing prices. Matched up pretty decently. That's the general lay of the land so far. More recently, falling wedge type shape after this steep rally here. This is the kind of thing many people look for. After a sharp rally, a brief period of consolidation or even downward price action, giving us what's called a bear flag, bear pennant type of activity. So the trader in question, who is trying to make a play based on that, would look for a breakout beyond this point and then to recapture those old highs after testing some kind of supportive level here. You could argue that perhaps we tested the low point that we had from this red candle here, as well as the orange 63-day EMA near about 380 for both of those there. So we could see that perhaps we would be in store for a rally if the price action does start to break out. Volume node here near 390, plus one channel near 400 to the downside. We also